In this lesson, you'll learn how to handle user input in games. User input is a crucial part of interactive applications like games, where players can control characters, make decisions, and affect the game's state through commands. We'll cover basic input handling, validation, and processing to help you make your game more interactive. Key concepts for user input handling. The input function. Used to capture user input from the keyboard. Validation. Ensure the input is valid before using it, e.g., checking if the input is a number. Case insensitivity. Handle input in a case-insensitive way to make the game more user-friendly. Loops. Repeatedly asking for user input can be useful for continuous interaction. Example 1. Get and display user input. You will learn to use the input function to ask the player for their name and display it. Explanation. This code asks the player to input their name and then greets them using that name. It's the basic structure for interacting with players. Example 2. Validate numeric input. Validate if the user enters a number using the isDigit method. Explanation. Here, we use the isDigit method to check if the input is a number. If not, it prompts the user to enter a valid number. This is useful for preventing invalid inputs that can break the game. Example 3. Handling commands with multiple options. This exercise will help you handle user commands like moving a player using simple conditionals. Explanation. The input function captures the user's command. We use lower to make the input case insensitive, allowing the player to enter commands like up or up and still have the game process it correctly. Example 4. Looping until a specific input. In this exercise, you will continuously ask the player to type something until they type quit, at which point the loop will end. Explanation. The while true loop keeps asking the player to type something. If the player types quit, the break statement ends the loop, making it possible to stop the game or conversation. In this lesson, you've learned how to handle basic user input using input. Validate input using methods like isDigit to ensure the input is correct. Process commands to make the game interactive. Use loops to keep asking for input until a certain condition is met. Now you're ready to use user input to create interactive games and applications. Handling input is fundamental to creating games that respond to player actions in real time.